have a summary muna kung what is p-types and n-types is. So, for instance, if we have this p-in junction, we have here the p-types, ito naman n-types. So, tinawag natin itong trivalent. Ito naman, tinawag natin itong pentavalent. Bakit naging pentavalent to? Kasi sa n-type is, mayroon tayong isang extra electrons. While sa trivalent naman ito, kasi sa p-types, we create a hole here. So, di ba nga, sa n-types rather, sa n-types is, mayroon tayong, yung pentavalent atom natin is give up niya itong isang electrons, isang extra electrons in which tinawag natin itong donor atom. While sa p-types, ang trivalent, yung trivalent atom can take an electrons in which tinawag natin itong acceptor atom. So, as you can see here, yung n-type semiconductor consist of an excess of free electrons. Ito sila, a band of free electrons. While sa p-type naman, itong p-type semiconductor consist of a valence band hole. So, ito sila. So, ito yung pinagkaibahan ni p-type saka si n-type. So, let's proceed with what we call a diode. So, a diode, ito siya. You have a diode is a semiconductor device with a single p-n junctions and metals connections to leads. It has the ability to pass current in only one direction. So, as you can see, we have these diodes, the combination of the p-types at saka n-type. Again, this is our diode wherein mayroon tayong P region na dito at saka N region dito. In between of these two region, mayroon tayong tinatawag na depletion region. Itong depletion region is mayroon itong layer of a positive charge at saka layer of the negative charge. So, tinawag natin itong trivalent ion at saka pentavalent ion. So, in a P region, tinatawag natin itong anode, meaning positive. While here in the N region, tinawag natin itong cathode, meaning negative siya. So, the electric symbol of the diode is ito siya. So, ito yung electric symbol ng diode. So, this is positive. Ito naman negative. So, we have a voltage from this diode. So, we have the voltage diode. So, it is said here na ang diode has the ability to pass current in only one direction. So far, here in this p-n junction diode, mayroon tayo ditong current na magpo-flow from this positive papunta dito sa negative. Kaya tinawag natin itong current diode. So, itong current diode na ito can pass in only one direction. So, itong diode has a operation condition. So, ang operation condition ng diode are the no bias, the reverse bias, at saka forward bias. Kapag sinabi natin na no bias is walang gi-apply na external voltage, meaning zero yung voltage. Kapag zero yung voltage, zero din yung current. So, let's proceed with what we call forward bias. Sa forward bias, ito siya. Sa forward bias is nag-a-allow nito ng current to pass through from the p-n junction diode. So, forward bias is the condition which allows the current in the diode. The bias voltage must be greater than the barrier potential. For instance, we have this again a p-n junction diode. So, here is the p-type. Ito naman is the n-type. So, we're going to apply a potential difference here in the p-n junction diode. So far, again, we're going to apply a potential difference from this diode. Ang mangyari, ang positive is i-connect natin dito sa p-types, while the negative is dito siya makonect sa n-types. Therefore, as we apply a potential difference from this diode, we're going to have a current or mayroong current na magpo-flow dito. So, ang direction ng current na nagpo-flow dito is from the positive to negative. Kaya tinawag natin itong current na nagpo-flow dito as a current forward. Then, meron din tayong voltage dito. As we apply a potential difference, meron tayong voltage na tinawag natin na voltage forward. So, ito siya. So, ito yung figure natin for this forward bias in which mayroon tayong resistor, mayroon tayong voltage bias, mayroon tayong diode, PN junction diode, kung saan mayroon itong voltage forward at saka current forward. Kasi nga, mayroon siyang current forward kasi nag-apply tayo ng potential difference, voltage forward, kaya mayroong current na magpo-flow dyan. So, ito yung graph natin for this graph in which a measurement that shows that the voltage bias increases, and as it increases, yung voltage bias, kapag nag-increase siya, yung current forward natin at saka voltage forward is mag-change siya. So, take note also that kailangan itong voltage bias natin is greater than, mas malaki siya compare sa barrier potential. Kasi itong barrier potential is siya yung magsa-stop ng charge migration. So, again, itong barrier potential is siya yung magsa-stop sa charge migration. Kaya, kailangan natin yung voltage bias natin must be greater than this of barrier potential. So, back to this graph, again, itong graph, it shows the measurement in which the voltage bias increases. As this voltage bias increases, yung current forward natin at saka voltage forward natin is mag-change. So, as you can see, this in this graph, yung voltage forward natin reaches, the voltage forward at the PN junction reaches the approximate 0.7 voltage at the knee curve. As it reaches the 0.7 volt at the knee curve, the current forward increases little by little. So let's proceed with what we call reverse bias. The last operation condition of the diode. So, we have here, ito siya, reverse bias. So, reverse bias is the condition in which current is blocked. So, here in this reverse bias, for instance, again, we have this PN junction diode. So, we have this P-type, ito naman is N-type. So, if we're going to apply a potential difference at this reverse bias, ang mangyari, ang positive is i-connect natin through this N-type. So, positive dito. For the negatives is ito, ang negative is i-connect natin sa P-type. So, negative. So, the current that will going to flow is through from the positive to the negative. So, ganito yung flow niya. Meaning, if this is the flow of the current, meaning walang current na magpo-flow. So, X ito. Wala tayong current na magpo-flow dito. Therefore, ang current is 0 amp. So, again, in a reverse bias condition, it will going to block the current. Therefore, ang current natin is magiging 0 siya. So, here is the figure wherein meron tayong resistor, voltage bias, at saka PN junction diode, kung saan nag-apply tayo ng voltage or the potential difference, kaya may voltage dito, but yung current natin is 0 kasi giblock nga niya itong current. So, as you can see, ito yung N-type natin connected with the positive, while yung P-type natin is connected with the negative. Kapag nag-apply tayo again for this bias, reverse bias, kapag nag-apply tayo ng potential difference, yung direction or yung N-type is positive, yung P-type is negative. So, ito naman yung graph natin for this reverse bias. As you can see here, itong voltage reverse natin is nag-increase siya to the left. So, horizontal, only on the horizontal axis. While yung current din natin for current reverse is nag-increase siya downwards. So, through a vertical axis. So, if this voltage, if it reaches yung voltage breakdown natin, or if the voltage reaches the voltage breakdown, the knee curve, meaning, again, yung voltage reverse natin is mag-increase to the left, while yung current reverse is mag-increase siya downward. So, yan yung reverse bias. So, again, kapag no bias, walang gi-apply na current, walang gi-apply na external voltage, meaning zero yung volt. Kapag zero yung volt, zero yung current. For the forward bias, mayroon tayong gi-apply na potential difference kung saan ang P-type is connected, ang P-type is positive, ang N-type is negative. Kung saan, as we apply potential difference, ang mangyari, ang P-types is connected with a positive charge. Yung N-types is connected with a negative charge. Therefore, mayroon current na magfo-flow dyan. For the reverse bias, if we're going to apply a potential difference, ang mangyari, yung N-type is connected with the positive, ang N-type is positive, yung P-types is magiging negative. Therefore, walang current na magfo-flow. As, mayroon siyang voltage na, mayroon itong voltage, pero walang current na magfo-flow nito. So, that is the difference between, or that is the difference of the operations of the operation condition of the diode.